The riches of Babylon is as a result of the wisdom of its people. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Thank you very much for tuning in, and I want to say a very big thank you to everybody who has subscribed to my channel. Thank you very much for your support. I do not take it for granted. And in case you are new here, on this channel I share inspirational and motivational content. Everything on this channel is all about intentional living, so you are most welcome. Kindly subscribe if you're looking for a channel where you can ignite your inner fire and passion. Look no further, you are at the right place. Do well to subscribe, like my videos, watch them, comment on them. Thank you so much guys. So in this video I've got another exciting topic to share with you. Make sure you stay tuned to the end. This video is going to bless you, and by the time I am done you feel like giving me a presidential handshake. I'm telling you, I'm not kidding you, because the lessons, the tips that I'm going to be sharing with you in this video, if you implement them, just hold your head and say I am wealthy. Hold your head, hold your head, put your two hands on your head and say I am wealthy. Say poverty is far from me. Say I can never be poor. Okay. Anyways, I am bringing you lessons from the richest man in Babylon. Have you heard of that book, The Richest Man in Babylon? Or have you read it? Here it is, The Richest Man in Babylon. This book is value packed. If you're looking for ways to build wealth, this is the book for you, maybe amongst other books. But I read this book last year, 2022, and I've never forgotten the lessons that I learned. So out of my benevolence, out of my generosity, I want to share some of the important lessons that I learned from this book with you. Stay tuned. Okay, before I go straight to the 7 cures for a lean purse, according to the richest man in Babylon, I need to give you a few tips about wealth. If you don't seek wealth, you will not find it, and that is the truth. If you do not seek wealth, you will not find it, and so you have to be determined. Now, this is not to put yourself under pressure for wealth, but be determined, just like you're determined about life and other accomplishments of life, about the way you're determined about going to the university, going to school, furthering your education, and so on. Be determined about wealth. Let me tell you something. All men have time in abundance. We all have 24 hours in a day. What makes the difference is what we do with the time that we have, the equal time that we all have. Wealth is power. With wealth, you can achieve so many things. With wealth, many things are possible. So don't deceive yourself that wealth is not for you. It is for you. And do you know the good part? Wealth can be taught. Wealth is practical. The riches of Babylon are the result of the wisdom of its people. Let me take that again. And I think I need to allow this. The riches of Babylon is as a result of the wisdom of its people. If you are not wealthy, now talking about money, it is either you have failed to learn the laws that govern wealth, or you have refused to implement them. And talking about implementing, it is not as if we don't know some of the laws that govern wealth. There are principles to wealth, but most times we don't implement them. Most times we do not take any action, and that is the truth. I wish I had taken action or actions about so many things that I have learned before now. But not to worry, I think it's not too late to start implementing, and that is why I'm bringing this your way, so that we can learn together, implement together, and climb our way to the top together. Now, let me go straight to the 7 cures for a lean purse. Just in case you're listening to me, your own purse is lean or your bank account is lean. It's not fat in any way. It is far from fat. This is for you. What is the number one cure for a lean purse? Number one, start by fattening your purse. According to the richest man in Babylon, a part of all that you earn is yours to keep. This means as soon as you get your salary, whether you're doing a 9 to 5 job or you're a business owner, I believe even as a business owner, you should be paying yourself salary. You should have that structure in your business. Don't just spend every money that comes to you. So as soon as you get your salary, and if you're a Christian, after paying your tithe of 10%, which is the minimum, make sure that you also pay yourself 10% of your salary. Save it somewhere. There is this joke that people used to make when I was growing up. Anytime they have money, they'll say, oh, now I have money, I can go and bump into an egg seller. What this means is that anytime you have money in your bank account, or you have money kept somewhere, or you have money invested somewhere, there is this confidence that you have. There is this aura that you exude. Of pay yourself first before you start paying other people. Pay yourself at least 10%. Don't start paying other people before you have paid yourself. Most times when you get your salary, before you can even set anything aside, you pay the food seller, you pay the hairdresser, you pay the clothes seller, you pay the meat seller, you pay your landlord, you pay internet subscription, TV subscription, and so on. What this means is that you're actually working for all of those people. The work that you've done all through the month is for them. That is why your money goes to them all the time without you even realizing it. That is what it simply means, that you are working for them. You really need to have a rethink on that. Pay yourself first. Now that 10%, let it be the minimum. If you can do more, do it. But if 10% is all you can comfortably save, then by all means, don't overstrain yourself, because you also want to enjoy your life. There should be a balance. Now, what is the number two? Control your expenditure. Work with a strict budget. Don't buy things based on impulse. Anything that you don't plan for, ask yourself the second time, the third time, the reason why you should buy it. There are clothes that I have bought based on impulse that I never wore. Not once. I had to dash out. Why? So before you buy anything, before you get any service, ask yourself again, why do I really need this? And ask yourself, is there a better way of spending this money? For example, is there another brand that I can buy? And I know this is common with medicine. There are some popular brands that are very expensive. You can actually get the same drug that is like half the price. So always control your expenditure. You're spending too much. Number three, make your savings multiply. Now, in the first point, I said save. Now, wisdom says invest that 10% that you have saved so that it can multiply, so that it can grow, or at least trade with it so that you can get income with it. Investment is like a seed that you plant. The more you water it, the more you nourish it, the more it's going to grow into a healthy tree. So nourish it. Keep investing. Keep saving. And then you see your money working for you. Number four, guard your money from loss. Anytime you want to invest your money, make sure you're investing where your principal can be reclaimed. Ask questions. Look at the contracts that you're signing. In case of any eventuality, can you get your principal back at least, even if you're going to forfeit the interest? At least you have your principal. Even if the interest rate does not come as expected, at least you have your principal. You don't want to lose all your money. And do your due diligence before you invest in anything, in any company, before you buy shares and all of that, or before you trade with your money. Make sure that you ask questions. Make sure that you carry out your research. Don't be in a haste because somebody just comes to tell you, oh, there is this good investment and I want you to do it. Don't just put your money into it anyhow. Remember, it is your hard-earned money. And do not invest in Ponzi scheme. Don't invest in get rich quick scheme. They are deceitful and they often lead to regret. Personally, there was one that I did some years back. That one was not even a Ponzi scheme, but the interest rate was good. Sometimes when the interest rate is too good to be true, you just might want to think twice. Number 5, own a home. Own a home. Do you know one thing that takes money away from you very quickly? It is house rent. Whether you're going to get a mortgage or you're going to build your own home, just try to own a home as soon as you can. As soon as you can start making plans towards it. If you're getting a mortgage, at least you know that you're still going to be paying monthly, but you are paying towards owning that house. And if you want to start building, start putting materials together, start committing the money into building your own home. If the size of your family is 4, I don't think you should have more than a 4-bedroom flat. One room for you and your spouse, each room for the children, and probably one guest room. For me, that is it. Because look at the bigger picture. The children are going to grow up. They're going to go to the university. As soon as they enter university, they are not sleeping at home with you every day again, except when they come home on holidays. Once they get married or they get a job, that is it. They'll only be coming home once in a while. So all the rooms that are in the house will just be gathering dust. I might end up paying somebody to come and be cleaning them. You're even spending more to maintain the house that is not yielding anything for you. Wisdom says, don't build a very big house except you have a large family. Number 6, secure in advance an income for your future or old age. Start planning towards when you get old. You don't want to be a burden to anybody, not even to your children. If you have taken good care of them, you pray that God will bless them, they will take care of you. But let it not be that you're going to be dependent on them, that if they don't give you money, you cannot eat, you cannot live your life. Make plans for yourself as well. What are you putting aside for when you're going to retire? What are you putting aside for when you will no longer be able to work actively like you're doing now? The last one, number 7, increase your ability to earn. In my last video, I talked about 10 businesses that you can do with your smartphone and with little or no capital. If you have not watched it, please go and watch it. Make sure you have multiple streams of income. Just increase your capacity to earn. Very important. With all of these 7 points that I have mentioned, your purse, your bank account will never be lean if you implement them, if you take them to heart, if you take action. And I hope that you find the courage to take action. Just start now. Plant that seed. Start doing something. These are valuable lessons from the richest man in Babylon. I want to leave you with this. Remember that desire comes before accomplishment. You must desire to be wealthy. If you have the desire to be wealthy, opportunities will never pass you by. You will always recognize opportunities. If you don't have the desire for success, for wealth, opportunities will be passing you by every day and you will not even know that there are opportunities. You will not know. You will not recognize them because you don't put it to heart. So make sure you have the desire for wealth. That is the starting point. And make sure that you never lose your determination. Don't worry. Don't put yourself under pressure. Don't put yourself under strain. Start implementing some of these things that you're hearing. Okay, that will be all for now. If you want more tips, kindly subscribe. Click on the notification button so that you do not miss any of my videos. They are value packed. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you. Take good care. I'll see you again. Until then, be intentional. Bye. This. They take, is it death insurance? Is it death insurance? I don't want to say the wrong. What's going on? It's okay.